Well, looks like the gameplay trailer for Payday 3 just dropped. We are going to be going over that today. Strap yourselves in, let's do this. Now, the first shot here, we see like a planning room. They got like blueprints, masks, guns all over it and stuff, and then we get like this line from Dallas.
Alright guys, it's a simple job. Just in and out. Nothing to it.
Now, as you can see from this first shot, Dallas has a shadow over his face, and looks like he's a little bit concerned when he says that line. So something has definitely happened, which we've already known, to send them back into the crime world. Now, we don't really know what that thing is. If the ending where Bane gets reincarnated as the president is canon, then maybe we're helping him with something to do with politics, kind of like we did with the elephant, and helping him rig the election. Even if this isn't the case, we might have to do something with the elephant again later on, or maybe another politician. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they just full on do a Trump parody for that, you know? And no, I don't expect it to be very forgiving. And if that's not the case, then maybe Dallas chased a guy down because he caught him sleeping with his wife, that guy being a tennis coach, and then he pulled his house off of a hill, and now he owes some people money. Maybe Locke needs help with something. Maybe he's trying to kill me because I tried to date his daughter. Next thing we see is the staple bank heist for the game, kind of like how the Harvest and Trustee Bank was the staple heist for the second game. Of course, this one's way more high-tech and modern. I mean, heck, the vault's even got like a keep out on it, so likely if we do stealth, we'll be able to unlock it through that. Maybe even if we go loud, we'd have an option between drilling and hacking it. This next shot here, it actually took me a while to figure out what was going on, but it turns out it's the player zapping a camera. I just now realized that this is actually being done in casing mode, so that's really interesting because that's been a wanted feature for a while. There's a very, very good chance that this destroys the camera entirely, so the camera loop feature won't be going anywhere, but it could be done through a phone from now on. And now finally we get introduced to a feature where you can basically get human shields. Now it only shows a guard. I don't know if you're going to be able to do the civvies or cops, but it's definitely exciting because I was actually thinking of this a couple days ago. Since the AI for moving hostages in the current game is really, really busted, of course, hopefully they improve that anyway, even if they do have human shields for basically all NPCs. But what's really interesting is at the end here, he throws the guard out to the cops, so maybe that's some kind of the new hostage trading system. And maybe now you'll be able to free your hostages on your own without having a down teammate. Maybe that will decrease the difficulty, as in how many cops are coming your way, not lowering it from very hard to normal or something like that. Or if you do have a down teammate, you just have to bring the hostage to the exit yourself. Then we get a shot of a SWAT van pulling up and bringing some cops, and there's a rope and a sentry turret, and then it looks like there's some kind of new animation, maybe for a flashbang or something. Speaking of cops, hopefully there will be some AI improvements, so maybe they won't rely on sheer numbers to bring up difficulty. Then we get some roof shots, followed by a cop getting actually knocked off the roof. Then we see some tear gas. Then we see a new shotgun. And then we see whatever the heck this thing is. Actually, now that I think about it, that might be a thermite thing. They've got thermite in the floor and they're melting through, because in a few shots later, we actually see a hole that looks like it's been cut with thermite. This is likely another way to get into the vault. Then we see some sprinklers going off. Then we see a cloaker, and then we see basically the hole that I mentioned earlier. Of course, what really stands out to me is the sprinklers here. What might have happened is in a panic, someone pulled the fire alarm, maybe someone bumped into the fire alarm, or someone just shot a sprinkler head. This might have happened because of the thermite. And you have to go shut off the sprinkler system so you can use the thermite. Okay, so now we're inside the vault. This vault looks like it's sectioned off between the baggable items and the deposit boxes. Of course, hopefully they change the way the bag system works in this game. For example, if you're robbing a jewelry store, it doesn't make much sense to stick an entire thing of watches or earrings or whatever you steal from jewelry stores in one bag, just one tray of that, and just put it in one bag. It doesn't make much sense. Hopefully what they did is they just did what GTA did, and you just slowly fill up your bag instead of filling it up all at once. Hopefully whatever they did makes the game less of a bag moving simulator. I just don't want to have to put a small diamond in a large green bag anymore. But besides that, in the scene, we also see what looks like might be some kind of taser weapon. Then we see our first taser. It also looks like Hoxton's been knocked on the ground, so we get a better look at the bags, and it looks like there's actually a strap this time around. Looks like they've also finally added an animation for consumables. We can see that with the, I need a medic bag! As this next shot shows, it looks like we're going to be able to actually vault over objects now. Then we see some more gunplay. Then there's also some kind of holographic sight that looks like it's able to see enemies through walls and stuff, so that should be interesting. Then we see the player actually getting tased. Now that I've actually gone through and thoroughly examined this trailer, the outdoor area of this map actually looks pretty huge. Maybe even some maps, if not this one, will have like extra like stores that you can rob as an option, like a jewelry store or a gas station or something like that. Of course, if you shoot the gas tanks enough, they should explode. Please do that. Every gas station in this game better be explodable. Please. Not just the tanks, but the building too. And of course, if you don't get all the loot out, the loot gets destroyed, so you better get all the loot out. Speaking of jewelry stores, I'm actually hoping for a lot of jewelry store based maps. Maybe we'll even see a variation of 4 stores with a jewelry store in it. I'd also like to see some small jewelry stores with vaults in them. That'd be pretty cool. It is likely, if the first map we are being shown is this big, hopefully this one and more of them will have maybe some extra stores that you can rob. This one likely won't since we weren't showing anything, but hopefully others will. Honestly, it doesn't really look like that much. Wait, what was that? Was that a third person mode? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not that much of a surprise. It's in the title, Payday 3. Okay, fine, it's a surprise. Looks like the rest of the trailer, we got some shields, a sliding animation. The cloaker is back, as expected. We also see the player pull out a phone, and it's got like a little loading thing, and then a checkmark pops up, followed by a helicopter, so maybe that's the player calling in the helicopter. That helicopter is either there as an escape vehicle or to drop off equipment. It's likely that every vehicle that's involved in a heist, including the escape ones, or if it's a helicopter dropping stuff off, you will have to call it in yourself. We're now seeing one of the grenade launchers that will be in the game. We can even see it shooting a sniper off of a building, so it's likely going to be very, very long range. And of course, the bulldozer is back, and it's back with a brand new charge move. That's going to be it for today's video. Anything I miss, please leave in the comments below. I 100% will be doing videos on this game when it drops. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye!